Hello my beautiful friends. Today's topic is the final liberation easy? Is the final liberation difficult? Is enlightenment difficult? So this is our topic today. That's topic. Wow. I used to think that the enlightenment could be easy because I have the idea, if I have in the mindset that the enlightenment is easy, that should be easy, and the final liberation is easy, should be easy. But it's not the truth, because later on I observe myself. I observe everything, and much more I observe, much more I just find out that this is not going to be easy. If it's easy, everybody become a Buddha already. Maybe it's not that easy, like manifest for yourself a car or a house. This kind of manifestation, I think, that need more than that, because there is something called karma. Karma is habit that have been built and developed for our lifetime, this lifetime, and many past lifetime. So it's continuing. The habit is continuing, and the most strong habit, most strong karma, it will appears. That's why I think that all those kind of habits have to be transformed when we're still alive. Because when we don't transform our habits when we're still alive, it will appear very strongly in the time of death. Because I have experienced another things. I received accidentally a book, Tibetan Book of the Dead, and the Tibetan Book of the Dead talk about the bardo. So when they described about the bardo state, so they describe it very carefully, you know, how to help the dying person go through the bardo for the 49 days. And then there was so clearly explained, you know, that please don't go to that ugly, you know, gray light, something like that, but please go to that strong, white, shining, bright light. You know, just a part in this book, just briefly. So I have asked myself, who would like to go to some ugly gray light if there is bright, shine, beautiful light? How it's possible? If we see something beautiful, we will go to the beautiful place. Why would we go to the ugly place? It's so obvious, right? So I just think, oh, that's easy, right? You have the directions, and you know it, and even now I know it. Okay, in the bardo state, there will be some light like that. You don't follow that, you follow this. This is so easy, right? But then I asked my friend, and he is Buddhist philosopher, and I say, how it's possible that we will choose the gray, ugly light, and we will not go to the beautiful light? And he said, no, because, you know, because of the karma. I say, okay, karma, okay, fine, you know, the habits, but the habits, we know about our bad habits, but if we're smart, you know, we know what to choose, right? So he just said, I don't know. But in the book it's right like that. Because of our karma, we will choose that gray, ugly light. Really ugly things. I said, it's really not understandable for me. So I just leave it. And then 1 week later, accidentally again. 1 week later, accidentally again, I just received another book. Accidentally. So this is like a synchronicity. You accidentally receive many things from somewhere. Somebody give it to you, somebody send it to you. In the right time, the right thing will come to your hand. That's the synchronicity. Something that you cannot explain. The other book comes. And in this book, they mention about sleeping yoga. I said, what is the sleeping yoga? And I just read some text, and I just call to my philosopher friend, and I say, what is the yoga sleeping? And he said, that's the yoga that, before you go to sleep, you will do something, and you go to sleep and you can control your dream. I said, really? How to do that? So he didn't answer about these kind of things because I think it's complicated. So he said, So before I went to sleep, I just think I would like to control my dream. So let's dream about something beautiful. Let's try. Who knows? Maybe. And then I go to sleep. And I have some ugly dream. I remember that I vomit in the dream. And of course, I could not control the dream, of course. So I vomit in the dream and I could not control it. But then something very special happened in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, then I find out this is a state like a bardo. Something in the middle. You are not sleeping, but you're still not awake. And in this state in the morning, you can fall asleep again very quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're sleeping again. And then you can wake up very quickly, sleep quickly, wake up quickly, sleep quickly. So then there was just a thought, maybe I can use this specific moment in this bardo when you're still sleeping but not sleeping. You awake but you still not really awake. So I just used this specific moment and I observe carefully that I am falling asleep. And then at the moment when I fall into sleep, I could see the pictures just appearing in the dream, but now I was just an observer. I just observed the pictures just arise. And then I, as an observer, I just say, okay, this is not a real, this is just a dream. So now consciously I make myself wake up. And when I wake up, I again make myself go to sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I just observe again. I falling asleep. And it was very easy to do because in the morning it's like that. You can go sleep very quick. So I practiced this like about 3-4 times. And what interesting happened, when I practiced this, there always was a consciousness that is invisible. The consciousness is us. Seeing the body falling asleep and going to deeper sleep, and the dreams coming out as an illusion, as the dream, as a movie, a film. Then when I wake up, the consciousness still there, observing the body, from the sleeping mode to awaking mode, to sleeping state to awaking state. Now the consciousness is observing the body. And that was the glimpse. Wow. The body was made by some lights actually. I don't know what to describe these lights because it's not like a sunlight or the usual light. It was different. But then there was a glimpse and realization, very quick realization in that morning that even the body that is lying on the bed is illusion. It's not real. It's illusion. The consciousness could see it as an illusion, exactly like the dream. So at that moment, it was the realization that we are illusion. That realization was very strong because it was there. In that moment, I just see very clearly that everything is just the mind. It's just the mind. And everything is creation of the mind. This body and the dream also. So when consciously I was observing, the body is falling asleep, and consciously watch the dream. So I find out that the dream is illusion. Of course the dream is illusion and it's not real. But even though when I wake up, the consciousness still observes that body waking up and lying on the bed. So the conscious saw the body exactly like saw the dream. So that means even the body is illusion. So in that glimpse, I just say, wow. So if everything is just the mind, then if the mind stop the creation, that should be it. Maybe that's the liberation. Because no more creation. No more creation, no more samsaric life. Everything have manifested because the mind wanted to manifest. I have this in my mind. That's why it is here. I have this in my mind. That's why it's here. In that glimpse, everything was so clean and so clear. And seems to me so funny and easy. How could I don't understand this? In that realization, I was so surprised how I cannot possibly understand this. Because now, me as a consciousness can see the body as an illusion. Exactly like the dream. And when I wake up, I just go to toilet room, just brush my teeth in very, very, very present moment. And it was different, that usual present moment. Oh, I know that I'm drinking the water. I know that I'm walking right now. No, it was different. And it disappears after 30 minutes when I start to answering some messages, start to working again, you know. And now when I'm talking to you about this, it's just like memory that is very hard to recall. I even don't remember how does that feel. I just remember that there was that glimpse, was that consciousness, looking at the body, looking at the dream, observing everything. And here, that was the glimpse. Wow, we are illusion. It's just creation of the mind. And then I look everything around me as the creation of my mind. And that was a little bit scary here, I have to say, but really it was. That was a little bit scary. Because then I start to be really aware of what, you know, not the consciousness, but me as me as Tina start to be what, you know, you know, there was a consciousness, you know, that is really clever, and then it's Tina, like ego Tina, and it was just starting to mixing together somehow, and it was scary because I could see even my mother as my illusion, like that's just the projection of that mind. She's not real, you know. It was really bunch of a mess. So firstly, that was really clever, clean, and then, you know, slowly the Tina comes in, you know, and there was a mess, and then, you know, the messages and work and again in normal life. So then I asked my friend, Buddhist philosopher, if this glimpse of this realization is correct. And he says, yes, it's like that, yes. Now when I'm just talking about that, it is just a memory. And it's unimaginable, ununderstandable, not understandable that we are just an illusion. Because there is something that can feel, if you bite it, have a pain. And you can touch it, you can feel it, so it have to be real, right? But how it is not, how it is just like in the dream. So that was something in the morning, and but still not the thing what I want to talk about that the final liberation is not that easy, because I tried another day I try to control the dream. Why I'm talking about this? Because the main point is, if I am not able to control my dream, how I can control when I'm going to die? Because it's a little bit similar. But the dying process, I think, have to be much more difficult, because there is fear, there is pity, separation, pain. I think much more difficult. So if I cannot control my dream, how can I control that process correctly, right? That's my thinking. One more time, I'm not a master, so I'm just talking about the experience. So then the other night, I just go to sleep again. And I say, okay, let's try it again. I just want to dream that I'm flying in heaven on the clouds. So that was I have put in my mind. And you know what? No matter how hard I put in my mind, I'm flying in the clouds, I'm flying in the clouds, I'm flying in the clouds. Let's have a beautiful dream, let's have a beautiful dream. Then I go to sleep and I vomit again. But this time, you know what? When I vomit again this time, I really vomit in my bed. I said, wow, it's amazing, you know? No beautiful dream, nothing, vomit dream, and even I vomit, you know? There was water coming out of my body, and I just wake up. And I just go take a shower, and there was just some water, you know, not you know, sausages or something like that, nothing disgusting like that. There was a water, just, you know, coming out from my body, just vomit some water. So I just take a shower, and I was shocked. I just sit and I start to think about the dream, why I have vomit in the dream. So then the dreams comes in my mind. Okay, in my dreams happen this, and I vomit. And then what happened in the dream, I will not tell you, but that was my weakness side. That was my weakest side, weak side. I have that habit, and because of that, it appears. I have been work on this side for 10 years and transform it. And I thought that I have transformed it in 10 years already. Then somebody just appeared in my life that have that specific side inside of them. And when we talk to each other, he was like a water that watering the poison seed that was growing back again, growing back again. So we used to talk, but the main point was what we talk about. And then the weak side was watered. And this is the karma. Because the karma is so hard, strong and heavy from many lifetime. There is a habit. And in this lifetime, there is a habit. And that's the poison seed. And even I thought that it was transformed. This person just appears into my life to show me that it was not transformed. This person have that weakness exactly what I had. It was like a mirror. So I have tried to bring him up and help him. Doesn't work. He brings me down. He brings me down. But the problem is that when he brings me down, I didn't really pay attention on it. And actually I enjoy it. Even I know that he brings me down. I enjoy that weakness. I enjoy that poison seed. So now, how come we can possibly like the emotion of poison seed? Why? And now I come back to the answer of my Buddhist philosopher. Yes, there will be ugly light and beautiful light, but because our karma, we will go to ugly light. This is what he meant. Even we know that this is ugly poison seed, but we still enjoy. But it's very dangerous if we don't transform. Because when I try to do that sleeping yoga and control the dream, I consciously choose beautiful dream. But what appears in the dream was absolutely something different that I wanted. And the dream was related to that 3 weeks conversation with that person. What we have talked about, what we have give our emotion to, what we pay attention on in these 3 weeks, in those 3 weeks, it appears in the dream. I think this is something that I should learn. That's why this person appeared in my life at that specific moment, to show me that I didn't transform it properly yet. Because he watered that poison seed and it grows. And I wasn't able to stop it right away, but it took me few weeks. There was a time before too, but slowly grows, and the last 3 weeks it was very intense. So the dream was related to that conversation. I think that the vomit business in the dream have a specific sign. It's like inside of myself, I know that this is not good, that this kind of thing is poison seed. And everybody have a bad side inside of us. And sometimes we cannot see it. We cannot clearly see it. So now I accidentally received book about the Bardo, about the death process, about this, about that. And I read it. There was something about dream yoga, sleeping yoga. And I tell you, I don't know how to do sleeping yoga. Again, I just try. Who knows? Just try it, So maybe another accident, So, but in a way, there's no accidents, right? Kung Fu Panda. You saw the movie Kung Fu Panda? There's no accidents. So, yes, maybe there are no accidents. So, it's happened the way it had to happen for me to realize something. So now, I can see how difficult it is. When I practice good in the past, not now, in the past, when I was a good practitioner, I could control the dream like this. When I had a dream about the tsunami, I was always afraid and running away from the tsunami. After, when I become a good practitioner, in the dream the tsunami still appears. I just look at the tsunami and I stop it. And I peacefully just go. The tsunami doesn't follow me anymore. The tsunami stopped, freeze, like an ice. And I just peacefully go. When in a dream there was a monsters, running after me, I didn't run anymore. I just look at them, and all the thing disappears. That was the time when I was a good practitioner. Now I become worse practitioner. By the way, in the past, that was not sleeping yoga. I didn't know. But when, the ugly things happen in the dream, I could control it. It was accidentally again, right? So now, when I just did it consciously, I just find out my answer to that. No, it's not like that. It's not like that you want to choose that you can choose that. No, because it's dependent on our habit, on our karma. Karma is habit. So if you was nasty person, it have to be something related to the nastiness. I think the weakest side will appear naturally. I was shocked, I was surprised, I was really surprised. But then I remembered that for 3 weeks I was in the very close connection with that person who watered the poison seed. I can just see that the final liberation without the transforming the negative and bad habits, I don't think it's possible. So that is why we have to practice when we're still alive. Transform the negativity, transform the greed, jealousy, all the negative side. The aggression, angriness, attachments. Those all kind of things we have to transform when we're still alive. Difficult. So about that, is enlightened easy or final liberation easy? No, I don't think so. In my experience, when I experienced this, so sad. I almost want to give up, really. There is no hope. It's difficult. And I know if we dedicate our life to Buddhist practice, maybe in one lifetime we can be done. We can. But that's the problem. We cannot push ourselves to do that. We just cannot. That's terrible. It's so painful and so sad. How many times I want to push myself more. It's very hard, really. And I think that go to final liberation and enlightenment, wow. I think that we have to really just practice. All life, just practice. The main thing, just practice. And when I say just practice, I mean just practice. So that's our topic today. We finish here, and I hope that you can be a better practitioner than I am. So see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.